now we're gonna do trim on the inside. And this would be a good time to fill this in if you are doing, say, sound insulation or something like that. And I definitely could have gone a little bigger with this. I could have made a 28-inch opening, which was my intention when I framed this, but it's only a ½ inch less, and I'm not putting a door in here, so it's fine. As for the trim on the inside here, I could definitely do this same trim right here. It would work up here, but I'm gonna run into an issue right here. So first of all, I don't have enough space to do this, and even if I notched around here, you can see I'm hitting the cabinet door, so that is not gonna work. And it's the inside of a pantry, so I'm not really concerned with matching this trim. So what I'm gonna do is rip down some pieces of pine and just trim it out with this, because that will work down here. I'll just make it small enough so that I don't have to get into this, and it will work for the cabinet doors. I'm gonna rip it down probably 2.5, 3 inches and just do the same thing on the inside. I use my combination square, starting right here, same reveal, and then I can take a measurement here. Yeah, I'm gonna do 2.5 inches all the way around. Just make sure it works everywhere. That'll be good. 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 Two and a half. My top piece. And look at this. I ended up going to a local lumber yard and got a 1x8, which was actually a little less expensive and way nicer. I can sand that, but overall, way better. With this one, since it doesn't matter as much, I'm gonna go to the floor and measure up to my mark, 80 1/8. We're gonna go 80, because remember, I am cutting the bottom. I can just hold it up. That way I don't have to cut it again if I cut it too long. I'll check the other side, make sure 80 will work over here. Just a little tight, but I think it'll work. So I'll do 80 inches to the short point of the 45. So I'm gonna pick my side. I want this finished side to be towards the cabinet, because it's gonna be hard to get in there and finish that. At least it'll be primed if nothing else. So I want it to be like this, with this facing in towards the doorway. And my 45 orientation is this way. So the short point will be right here. 80 inches, and then again, that's my 45. Now this is the right side, and I want this to be facing in towards the door. My 45 goes this way, measure to the short point, 80 inches, 45 this way. I'm just gonna sand off the saw curves and anything else that I see. Okay. First piece in. We're on the line. Now right here is where this gets a little wider, so all I have to do is just didn't get close enough. I just don't want to blow this out, but I think I want to use 15 gauge and not 18. All right, third time's a charm. Go a little closer and hope that this doesn't blow out the side here. Right here is where it was a little wider, but it doesn't look like we have much of a problem. If there was a gap here, I would just kind of shift this, and then when I nail this side, just pull this in slightly and nail it. It might be at a slight angle, but you could also caulk this in here. Up to you what you want to do. Find that line. It opens. Not a lot, but it opens. Now I do this side. Hold it up to the line. Now we're going to do the same trick here. I want this to actually be like this, so I need to flip it like this. Get here, mark it here, opposite 45s, and that way when I cut it, it'll be just like that. Test fit. Ooh, perfect. We'll glue these 45s. I'm gonna nail it right here first. Over here. And then get these to be flat. Shoot them. Whoa! Double shot. Same thing over here. Use a wet paper towel to get this glue off. This glue sands very nicely too, so no worries there. And now I can nail the outside of this trim.